Alright, hello and welcome back to TRIpVIA. Today's episode is a very special one. It is the 300th episode for TRIpVIA. We just recently hit 90,000 views on YouTube, and last week we hit 500 subscribers. So the channel is growing very quickly, and overwhelmingly the most popular quizzes we've had have been The Office. We've done 9 seasons of Office quizzes already, and they are by far the most popular. So for our 300th episode, we're doing a 200 question super quiz. This uses some questions from the earlier quizzes, but about 100 new questions. So we hope you enjoy this. If you do, subscribe to the channel and check out our daily quizzes. Good luck! Question 1. What kind of car is Michael Scott driving when he accidentally hit Meredith in the parking lot? The answer is a PT Cruiser. Question 2. What was the award Pam had received in the previous year's Dundies that Jim tried to get Michael to skip in Season 2, Episode 1? The answer is the world's longest engagement. Question 3. During the Fun Run episodes of Season 4, what event led to the secretly dating couple of Dwight and Angela breaking up? The answer is Dwight killed Sprinkles. Question 4. In Season 7, what New Year's resolution does Creed Bratton resolve to do? The answer is do a cartwheel. Question 5. When Dwight resigns his position at Dunder Mifflin with a lengthy speech, what are his final 4 words after, "While today it is me"? He says, "While today it is me, we all shall fall." Question 6. What is the street and suite address of Dunder Mifflin Scranton? The answer is 1725 Slow Avenue, Suite 200. Question 7. What are the last names of the 2 employees named Kelly in The Office? The answer is Kapoor and Hannon. Question 8. What exactly is a Kelevin? The answer is Kevin's fake number used to fix his math errors. Question 9. What office branch of Dunder Mifflin did Karen take over after she discovered that Jim was still in love with Pam? The answer is Utica. Question 10. What kind of service does Michael Scott sign up for under the username Little Kid Lover? The answer is online dating. Question 11. What branch of the Dunder Mifflin Company is located in Lackawanna County? The answer is the Scranton branch. Question 12. Who were the 3 founding members of the Finer Things Club? The answer is Pam, Oscar, and Toby. Question 13. What product does Katie Moore, the hot girl, sell in the conference room of Dunder Mifflin? The answer is purses. Question 14. What year is Dwight's Pontiac Trans Am? The answer is a 1987. Question 15. What is the name of the organization that wants to buy Woof.com from Ryan? The answer is Washington University Public Health Fund. Question 16. Who gives Phyllis a miniature version of herself that he whittled for her out of wood? The answer is Stanley. Question 17. In his toast, what was Jim's first reason when he explained why Pam can't have any alcohol at their wedding? He said, "She's an alcoholic." Question 18. Jan Levinson named her daughter Astrid after who? The answer is a Viking princess. Question 19. How does Toby break his neck in Costa Rica? The answer is in a zipline accident. Question 20. What short-time office employee from the Stamford branch was previously incarcerated for insider trading? The answer is Martin Nash. Question 21. In all 9 seasons of The Office, how many total episodes are there? The answer is 201. Question 22. In the pilot episode, what is the first thing that Jim puts into Jell-O? The answer is Dwight's stapler. Question 23. In Season 1, Michael shows what new employee how the office works when he plays a prank on Pam pretending to fire her. The answer is Ryan Howard. Question 24. What does Michael's coffee mug that he bought for himself have printed on it? The answer is World's Best Boss. Question 25. What are the names of Jim and Pam's two children? The answer is Cecilia and Philip. Question 26. What is the name of the man who leads the Diversity Day seminar in Season 1, Episode 2? The answer is Mr. Brown. Question 27. In which state is the Dunder Mifflin Utica office located? The answer is New York. Question 28. In Episode 2, what nationality does Angela Martin have on the index card stuck to her forehead? The answer is Jamaican. Question 29. What does Michael Scott accuse Pam Halpert of stealing from The Office in Season 1? The answer is Post-it notes. Question 30. Who is raising money by collecting donations for a walkathon? The answer is Oscar's nephew. Question 31. In Episode 4 of Season 1, Dwight asked Jim to form a what? The answer is an alliance. Question 32. Who stole all of Michael's blue jeans when he was a kid? The answer is his family's foreign exchange student. Question 33. What does the losing team in the basketball game have to do in Season 1, Episode 5? The answer is work on Saturday. Question 34. In Season 1, Episode 5, Pam tells Jim that she will be doing what instead on Saturday with Roy? The answer is taking the wave runners to the lake. Question 35. What is the name of Michael Scott's immediate boss? The answer is Jan Levinson Gould. Question 36. In Season 1, Episode 3, Pam makes up a disease where your teeth turn to liquid and then drip down your throat that Jim names what? The answer is spontaneous dental hydroplosion. Question 37. When Ryan helps Michael clean out his car, he finds months' worth of wrappers of what McDonald's sandwich? The answer is Filet-O-Fish. Question 38. What's in Michael's thermos during morning deliveries for Michael Scott Paper Company? The answer is just milk and sugar. Question 39. Which actress, popular for movies like Catch Me If You Can and American Hustle, plays Katie, the hot girl? The answer is Amy Adams. Question number 40. Which Dunder Mifflin employee does Katie, the hot girl, get a ride home from after work? The answer is Jim Halpert. Question 41. In Season 2, Episode 12, how does Michael burn his foot? The answer is on a George Foreman grill. Question 42. Season 2 starts with the Dundies at Chili's. What award does Kevin win at this event? The answer is the Don't Go In There After Me Dundie. Question 43. During the Office Olympics, in what sport, translated in English as box of paper snowshoe racing, does Phyllis beat Kevin by a nose? The answer is Flongerton. Question 44. In the Boys and Girls episode, who does Jan urge to consider taking on a corporate graphic design program? The answer is Pam Beasley. Question 45. What food was Ryan cooking incorrectly that caused the office to evacuate the building in The Fire episode? The answer is a cheese pita. Question 46. After making a joke about chicken breasts, what is Michael's real order at Hooters? He orders the gourmet hot dog. Question 47. What gift does Angela receive from Dwight on the Valentine's Day episode? The answer is a key to his house. Question 48. On the Halloween episode, while the employees are celebrating the holiday, Jan tasks Michael to do what by the end of the day? The answer is to fire someone. Question 49. Where do Jan Levinson and Michael Scott kiss for the first time? The answer is the parking lot of Chili's. Question 50. While playing Desert Island, Dwight first picks Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, then changed his mind and decided to bring which Harry Potter book instead? The answer is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Question 51. In the episode Drug Testing, what concert did Michael attend where he partook in recreational pharmaceuticals? The answer is an Alicia Keys concert. Question 52. What is the name of Michael's screenplay that Pam finds in his desk drawer? The answer is Threat Level Midnight. Question 53. Nancy Walls married Steve Carell in real life in 1995. On the show, what character does she play? The answer is Carol Stills. Question 54. What is the name of the local weatherman who was on Fundle Bundle with Michael as a kid? The answer is Chet Montgomery. Question 55. What restaurant do Jim and Michael go to for lunch after Jim lets Michael in on a personal secret about his life? The answer is Hooters. Question 56. What is Oscar's Halloween costume that wins him the Office Costume Contest? The answer is The Rational Consumer. Question 57. During the Christmas Party episode, who kisses Dwight while he is getting something to drink at the fridge? The answer is Kelly Kapoor. Question 58. On Casino Night, Phyllis wins a game of Texas Hold'em by getting a flush. What did Kevin have? The answer is 3 queens. Question 59. Phil, the guy who recruited Michael into selling calling cards in a pyramid scheme, drives what type of car? The answer is a Corvette. Question 60. What is the secret to Kevin's secret chili recipe? The answer is to undercook the onions. Question 61. What video game does the Stamford branch play as team building exercise that Jim is not good at? The answer is Call of Duty. Question 62. What is the name of Dwight Schrute's fake dentist? The answer is Crentist. Question 63. What nickname did Andy give Jim on his first day at the Stamford branch? The answer is Big Tuna. Question 64. When Karen gets irritated because the vending machine is out of her favorite snack, she and Jim spend the afternoon trying to track down what type of chips? The answer is Hers salt and vinegar. Question 65. In the product recall episode, Jim dresses up as Dwight. How much did the whole Dwight-inspired costume cost Jim? The answer is $11. Question 66. What color does Dwight paint Michael's office when he thinks he is taking over? The answer is black. Question 67. While in New York for a job interview, which Broadway show did Jim and Karen admit to second acting? The answer is Spamalot. Question 68. According to Michael, what was Phyllis's nickname in high school? The answer is Easy Rider. Question 69. Who was the only person to complete the challenge to walk over hot coals during the Beach Games episode? The answer was Pam. Question 70. According to Dwight, what is the actual cash value of one Schrute buck? The answer is 1/100th of a cent? Question 71. What is the name of Dwight Schrute's neighborhood watch organization? The answer is Knights of the Night. Question 72. When Dwight temporarily quits Dunder Mifflin, what former rival company does he work for? The answer is Staples. Question 73. When Andy comes back from anger management training, what name does he want everyone to call him? The answer is just Drew. Question 74. When Dwight hires a stripper for the men in the office, who does Jim hire as entertainment for the women? The answer is a Ben Franklin impersonator. Question 75. At the end of Season 3, Episode 25, The Job, David Wallace offers the position of Vice President of Regional Sales to who? The answer is Ryan Howard. Question 76. The first day Jan tells Pam to keep a log of everything Michael does during the day, what kind of food cart is invited to the business park? The answer is pretzel. Question 77. In the episode The Return, there were actually 2 employees returning to work, Dwight, who was fired in the previous episode, and who is the other employee? The answer is Oscar. Question 78. What is written on Moses' shirt during Ryan's initiation in Dwight's barn? The answer is fear. Question 79. What main character from The Office gets married during Season 3? The answer is Phyllis Lappin. Question 80. Where does Michael decide to take the women of Dunder Mifflin for Women's Appreciation Day? The answer is the Steamtown Mall. Question 81. When Michael and Jan host a dinner party, who does Dwight bring as his guest? The answer is his former babysitter. Question 82. What popular actor plays one-time Dunder Mifflin manager Charles Minor? The answer is Idris Elba. Question 83. When Kevin got himself for Secret Santa, what gift did he buy? The answer is a foot bath. Question 84. In the episode Money, Michael is working a second job as a telemarketer and calls up a potential buyer. Which Scranton branch employee answers the phone? The answer is Stanley Hudson. Question 85. Ryan returns to the office for the first time since his promotion to introduce his plan called What? That uses technology to revitalize the uncompetitive company. He calls it Dunder Mifflin Infinity. Question 86. Dwight gave Angela a cat to replace her dead cat Sprinkles. What is the name of the new cat? The answer is Garbage. Question 87. In the episode Local Ad, Dwight is shown playing what computer game that doesn't have points or scores or winners or losers? The answer is Second Life. Question 88. For Toby's going away event, what non-existent item is Michael adamant about Phyllis getting for the party? The answer is an anti-gravity machine. Question 89. After Ryan refuses to talk to her about their relationship, what does Kelly tell him to force him to talk to her? The answer is she tells him that she was pregnant. Question 90. Which office employee revealed to the rest of the office that Jim and Pam were dating? The answer is Toby Flenderson. Question 91. What does Kevin wear on his feet to Jim and Pam's wedding? The answer is tissue boxes. Question 92. Michael invited what special guest to visit the office during his meeting about ageism? The answer is Robert Dunder. Question 93. What is Andy's biggest concern about Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin Scranton Meredith Palmer Memorial Celebrity Rabies Awareness Pro-Am Fun Run Race for the Cure? He is concerned about nipple chafing. Question 94. What item does the Dunder Mifflin team use to promote themselves at the local job fair? The answer is a single sheet of paper. Question 95. Michael decided to win back the 7 clients the company lost the previous year by doing what? The answer is delivering gift baskets. Question 96. In the Goodbye Toby episode, what kind of animal did Dwight put in Holly's car? The answer is a raccoon. Question 97. When Andy is selling his car, Dwight finds out and makes an offer on it, which Andy accepts. What type of car did Andy sell Dwight? The answer is a Nissan Xterra. Question 98. After his meteoric rise to his new corporate position, how much does Ryan now pay for his haircuts? The answer is $200. Question 99. In the episode Branch Wars, Michael is upset because which member of his staff has been offered a job with another branch? The answer is Stanley Hudson. Question 100. In the Michael Scott Director's Cut version of the local TV advertisement for Dunder Mifflin Scranton, what is the tagline at the end of the commercial? The answer is limitless paper in a paperless world. Question 101. As the new head of the party planning committee, Phyllis decides to throw a Christmas party with what theme? The answer is Nights in Morocco. Question 102. What is the name of the lady who takes Pam's spot at reception when she goes to New York for school? The answer is Ronnie. Question 103. Who hosted the America's Got Talent party over the summer where everyone got mugs with their own faces on them that neither Jim nor Dwight attended? The answer is Kelly Kapoor. Question 104. Michael gets very creative with the name for his rival paper company that he starts when he quits Dunder Mifflin. What is the name of it? He calls it the Michael Scott Paper Company. Question 105. What is the name of the dolls that Dwight buys so he can sell them with a huge markup to desperate parents as Christmas presents? The answer is Princess Unicorn. Question 106. When the office was robbed overnight, Michael sets up a fundraiser auction and titles it Crime Aid. What does Crime Aid stand for? Crime reduces innocence, makes everybody angry, I declare. Question 107. At the auction, what does Michael falsely claim to have as the big-ticket item of the evening? The answer is Bruce Springsteen tickets. Question 108. The Office holds a formal debate about whether or not what celebrity is hot. The answer is Hilary Swank. Question 109. In Season 5, Dwight applies to what New York university, Andy's alma mater? The answer is Cornell. Question 110. What is the amount of budget surplus the office has that they need to decide to spend on new chairs or a new copier? They need to spend $4,300. Question 111. When Michael takes Holly to her new home in Nashua, what song gets played numerous times during the trip? The answer is Life is a Highway by Tom Cochrane. 112. After Michael's new paper company folds, that office still has time on the lease, so he turns it into what? He turns it into Cafe Disco. Question 113. What country does Michael get sent to on his international business trip? The answer is Canada. Question 114. Which one of Dunder Mifflin's customers found all 5 tickets in Michael's golden ticket promotion? The answer is Blue Cross of Pennsylvania. Question 115. After Andy sells Dwight his old car in Season 4, what type of car is he driving in Season 5? The answer is a Toyota Prius. Question 116. What smaller paper company does the titan of industry Michael Scott get customers' information from by pretending to be a lawyer? The answer is Prince Paper. Question 117. At the very end of Season 5, Pam goes to the hospital for an X-ray on her volleyball injury and finds out what medical news? She finds out that she's pregnant. Question 118. The van used by Michael's new paper company was formerly used by what type of organization? The answer is a Korean church. Question 119. Where does Jim finally propose to Pam? The answer is a gas station in the rain. Question 120. When visiting Nashua on his lecture circuit, Michael snoops on Holly's computer and finds a document titled What that he copies to his flash drive. It says, Dear Michael. Question 121. The front page headline of the newspaper the day before Jim and Pam's baby was born said, Spring has sprung. What did it say on the day of the birth? The Scranton Strangler strikes again. Question 122. What art school does Pam go to? The answer is the Pratt Institute. Question 123. What is the name of the murder mystery game that Michael plays in an attempt to distract staff from the rumor about Dunder Mifflin's financial problems? The answer is Bells, Bourbon, and Bullets. 124. What holiday does the office staff have to stay late on because their new CEO Joe has decided to work late? The answer is St. Patrick's Day. 125. What does Stanley typically do during meetings? The answer is crossword puzzles. 126. Pam wants to be distracted from her pregnancy, so Andy volunteers and starts imitating what famous YouTube video? The answer is The Evolution of Dance. 127. How many of the office employees successfully match Michael's challenge of doing 26 push-ups? The answer is just one. Question 128. When Dwight breaks into Pam and Jim's house looking for Pam's iPod, he didn't find it, but he did find what instead? The answer is mold. Question 129. In the episode The Banker, Michael introduces several new items to the office to impress a prospective buyer, including an apparent talking machine called what? The answer is Computron. Question 130. Where do Jim and Pam get married? The answer is Niagara Falls. Question 131. Which company buys out Dunder Mifflin in an episode of the same name? The answer is Saber. 132. When Michael drops in on David Wallace, he finds out that David is working on a new idea to help his kids clean up after themselves. What is the name for his invention? It is called the Suck-It. Question 133. When Pam returns from her honeymoon, she is shocked to learn that Michael is dating who? The answer is her mom. Question 134. Where do Andy and Aaron share their first kiss? The answer is in the landfill. Question 135. What is the name of the evolving character that Dwight portrays at the office every year on Earth Day? The answer is Recyclops. Question 136. Who accidentally cancels Jim's credit card while he is on his honeymoon? The answer is Kevin Malone. Question 137. When the office guys meet Angelo Grotti, the insurance salesman / potential mafia member, what does Andy go disguised as? He goes disguised as a mechanic. Question 138. Who does Pam have to take to the hospital after he hurts himself doing the splits? The answer is Andy Bernard. 139. Pam and Jim are both exhausted from the long nights with the new baby. Who shows them a secret spot in the building where they can take a nap during work? The answer is Daryl Philbin. 140. Oscar makes a video that shows what character talking with Kevin's voice? The answer is the Cookie Monster. 141. After years of preparation, in Season 7, Episode 17, Michael finally debuts his completed action movie. What is Jim's character name in the movie? The answer is Goldenface. 142. Which three co-workers blow off the fun run to go out to eat instead? The answer is Stanley, Oscar, and Creed. Question 143. In the Season 7 opener, Nepotism, it is revealed that Michael hired a new employee over the summer named Luke. What relation is Luke to Michael? The answer is his nephew. 144. Which funny man plays the new office manager, D'Angelo Vickers, brought in to replace Michael in the episode Training Day? The answer is Will Ferrell. 145. Michael wants this year's Dunder Mifflin Christmas party to be the classiest ever, in order to properly welcome back which office employee? The answer is Holly Flax. 146. What musical, with music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, does most of the office go to see Andy perform in? The answer is Sweeney Todd. Question 147. In the first episode of Season 7, we find out that Erin Hannon is now dating who? The answer is Gabe Lewis. Question 148. After trying the bookstore, where do Daryl, Andy, and Dwight go to try and meet women? The answer is the roller skating rink. Question 149. After winning Cutest Redhead, what does Erin use her Dundee acceptance speech to do? The answer is to break up with Gabe. Question 150. What is Michael's millionaire character that farts popcorn named? The answer is Orville Teutenbacher. 151. What is the name of the rival salesman played by Timothy Olyphant, who Michael ends up hiring when he decides that Dunder Mifflin cannot copy his sales technique? The answer is Danny Cordray. 152. What movie do Dwight, Jim, and Andy reenact when they go to the mall for revenge? The answer is Pretty Woman. Question 153. In the Viewing Party episode, what TV show do the characters gather at Gabe's apartment to watch? The answer is Glee. Question 154. What happens to Michael Scott to lead him to believe that he may have herpes? The answer is he gets a cold sore. 155. After Michael reads a Newsweek while at the dentist, he tells the office about an article he read that ultimately leads him and Oscar debating the power of what country? The answer is China. 156. What popular television show did Michael reenact an entire episode from for his Sweeney Todd audition? The answer is Law and Order. Question 157. After Cece's christening, which two Office characters hop aboard a bus to Mexico with a church youth group? The answer is Michael and Andy. 158. Enlisting the help of some of the other employees, who decides to run a business seminar in the Dunder Mifflin offices in an attempt to drum up better sales? The answer is Andy Bernard. Question 159. When the new manager D'Angelo injures himself by attempting to slam dunk a basketball, who becomes interim manager? The answer is Dwight Schrute. 160. A social club much like the French Revolution, Black Panthers, or communism, what group founded by Jim Halpert first rose up when Dwight became acting regional manager? It was called the Fist. 161. When taking over as acting manager of the Scranton branch, Dwight Schrute gets a replica of whose desk for his office? The answer is Uday Hussein. Question 162. In the third episode of Season 8, who wins a major lottery prize and immediately quits their job? The answer is the warehouse workers. Question 163. What semisonic song does Andy sing at the end of every workday since he was made the regional manager? The answer is Closing Time. Question 164. Where does Andy take most of the office staff on a field trip in an attempt to inspire them? The answer is Gettysburg. 165. Which one of Robert's family members comes to the Scranton office in the hopes of getting a job? The answer is his wife. Question 166. What medical incident happens to Dwight while in Florida? The answer is he gets appendicitis. Question 167. Due to some unpleasantries with an ex, Nellie absolutely cannot stand what type of performer? The answer is a magician. Question 168. What is the first name of Andy Bernard's girlfriend in Season 8? The answer is Jessica. Question 169. Andy decides to throw a garden party to impress both his parents and Robert California at what local venue? The answer is Schrute Farms. 170. At the dinner party, when Jim and Pam go to Michael and Jan's house, how does Michael Scott describe the wine they are drinking? He says it has an oaky afterbirth. Question 171. What knife does Dwight Schrute claim would be better than the Yusuba that the Benihana chef is working with? Dwight thinks the Nakiri is better. Question 172. What is the name of Dwight's porcupine that he uses to try and frame Jim for a prank in the Christmas Wishes episode? The porcupine's name is Henrietta. Question 173. Who wins every silent auction item at the Senator Lipton's fundraiser for animal rights? The answer is Dwight Schrute. Question 174. At the same fundraiser for animal rights, how many dogs does Andy adopt? The answer is 12. Question 175. What is the team name of Dunder Mifflin's Just for Fun team that has Kevin, Aaron, Meredith, and Kelly on it at trivia night? The answer is the Einsteins. Question 176. What new food does Daryl introduce to Nellie while the two attempt to bond? The answer is tacos. Question 177. In Season 8, Episode 13, Jim stays at home for most of the week with Pam and the kids, but the whole office still thinks he is where? They still think he is at jury duty. Question 178. What city is Dwight taking his team to for Saber's retail store special project? The answer is Tallahassee, Florida. Question 179. Robert California gives David Wallace what fake name when introducing himself in the Season 8 finale? The answer is Bob Kazamakis. Question 180. What is the name of Michael Scott's book on business that he intends to write? The answer is Somehow I Manage. Question 181. What is Pam eating when she and Jim get to Roy's wedding? The answer is a banana. 182. When the new paper supplier hosts a paper airplane contest at Dunder Mifflin, how much is the first prize? The answer is $2,000. Question 183. What is the name of Angela's cat, the senator's favorite, that Oscar adopts? The cat's name is Comstock. Question 184. Who is the American singer, songwriter, and actor that plays Andy's brother, Walter Bernard Jr.? The answer is Josh Groban. 185. In an effort to impress Andy's family, Aaron tries learning what new language from Dwight? The answer is Dothraki. Question 186. Which U.S. president does Pam often say that Jim resembles? The answer is Richard Nixon. Question 187. What is the real name of the Scranton Strangler who tried to strangle Toby during a prison visit? The answer is George Howard Scubb. Question 188. As a new employee of Athlete, who does Jim get to play basketball with in Season 9, Episode 10? The answer is Julius Irving, or Dr. J. Question 189. Originally the network's choice to play Michael Scott, what actor plays Pam's potential new boss in Philadelphia? The answer is Bob Odenkirk. Question 190. What does the director ask Andy to do that scares him in his first acting job? The answer is to use the eye wash fountain. Question 191. Who does Dwight offer up as a personal liaison to Jan to secure the White Pages account? The answer is Clark Duke. Question 192. Which of Dwight's friends does Angela hire to bash Oscar's kneecaps? The answer is Trevor. Question 193. Who is the only employee from Dunder Mifflin that Dwight invites to his aunt's funeral? The answer is Oscar Martinez. Question 194. What Christmas movie does Pete have memorized line for line? The answer is Die Hard. Question 195. When getting out of the limo at the bachelor party, Dwight originally thinks Jim is going to whack him. Instead, Gutenprompt number 2 is what activity? The answer is shooting a bazooka. Question 196. Until he passes the position off to Michael Scott, what spot does Jim hold at Dwight's wedding? The answer is the bestes mensch, or the best man. Question 197. How big is Dwight's beet farm at the end of the series? The answer is 1,660 acres. Question 198. What is the YouTube username of the person who is driving Andy insane with their trolling comments? The answer is Texas Poon Tappa. Question 199. Andy and his guitar, named what, bid farewell to the office with an unexpectedly moving rendition of I Will Remember You. The answer is Lorelei. And question 200. What is Kelly Kapoor's middle name? The answer is, of course, Rajanaganda. Alright, that is it for today. I'm going to go lay down and take a nap and probably not talk for another 3 days because that was the most questions I've ever put down in one sitting ever. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't like The Office, you probably didn't like this quiz. Check back tomorrow for a brand new quiz. We'll have a new one posted around noon Central Standard Time. I think that's it. Have a good day. Thank you for staying with us for 300 episodes.